the snap now. I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Cougars going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Cougars and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The play clock's running down.
Let's go! 58!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down.
Let's go. 58.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. 58.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. And no escaping. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions.
Find the football that led to the sack.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, this is Gore. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Leopard! Set! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ten yards to go on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
no, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Set! Green, 39!
Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go now!
They'll look to throw here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
No, check! Patriot! Set! Green, 30!
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And this one's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! 58! 58! Let's go! And we got flag number 53! Flag 53!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It'll go as a gain of 9. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down and the Ravens get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one taken just inside the 10. Twisting away. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Janikowski now for the point after. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Always got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Gore. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. So the D-line's going to spread out. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 49. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Blue, 3-2! 3-2! 3-2!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension and updated on that one as it progresses. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
All right. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. Alfred Morris, 59 yards.
They're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go!
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
58! 58!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Started on the ground with Morris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Still fighting. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They run with Morris. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On the handoff, it's Gore. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes Marshall in motion right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he connects with Ebron. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Eric Ebron, 27 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
This one behind them. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58! 3-2! 3-2!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's go!
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch right. Let's go! Blue 58!
And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
All right, now look at. Now let's go. Back here we go now. Here we go. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A win would be their second on the Youngs. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Marshall. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so